It's probably hard to tell, but right here we're going downhill, and it's a nice grade, nice easy hill to walk down, good enjoyable hill. Talked to several people this morning, but they were out getting their golf clubs in the trunk, getting ready to go play golf. And some gentlemen I was talking to, they were just out chewing the fat this morning. So pretty nice neighborhood, you know, nice people doing pretty good stuff. So I think it's a place that's surprisingly quiet. When I moved into this townhouse community, I thought, man, could be noisy, could hear neighbors, all that kind of thing, but just not true. These townhouses are really quite insulated quite well. And you may be getting some wind noise in there, which is a very nice breeze for me. Just watching a little bit of Alice in Wonderland this morning. I guess a lot of the scenes in that movie are favorite scenes of mine. Of course, Alice and the Mad Hatter are two great characters in that movie. But I was just at the point when I came outside where Alice had just got the Volpar sword, and she'd ridden, I think it's the Bandersnatch, the big cat. She'd just ridden that back and brought it to the White Queen. And when she was bringing it to the White Queen, she was still Big Alice, and she needed to get to regular size Small Alice so she could get back to herself. And for me, this is all a big allegorical story, and that, you know, whenever we find our sword where we think we can slay reality, but Alice doesn't think that. She's not back to her Alice yet. She's still refusing to be her Alice. But you know, when you get the things sometimes you need, she got that sword and she took it to the White Queen, and the White Queen had a special place where she put it up on her. Where she has her chair, you know, that she sits in. But so I guess even though if you find your Volpar sword, you need to, if you're too large, you need to get smaller, and if you're too small, you need to get bigger, and you need to find yourself. But in the meantime, you have the sword, which can restore your kingdom. However, there's a certain time to use it. So she gave the sword to the queen, and the queen obviously knows the time when Alice must slay the Jabberwocky. So anyway, so I really like that part, because I think it's really good about what happens to us in life. You know, we finally get the things we need to find out who we really are and what's really going on in this life. And then we find that, well, maybe we're too large, maybe we're too small, and maybe we're not ready to wield that sword yet. So we give it back to the queen, and we don't know, not necessarily our destiny, but our realization as to who we are and what we're doing in this life. Now we have the tools. Now we have the sword to defeat the Jabberwocky, who is a mythical creature who is out there, who lives in all of us. And we all need to defeat the Jabberwocky. So one of my favorite things, obviously, in Alice in Wonderland, favorite scenes, but there's many. It's such a great movie. Such a great movie. But even the back of the neighborhood looks pretty good. The back of the townhouses looks pretty good. They did not mow last week due to all the rain. So this week they'll be mowing, and it'll really make it look like a golf course in here today. They mow Monday usually, sometimes Tuesday, but usually on Monday. And this place will really look good. But anyway, I made it around the block. I only turned the camera on for half of it because there was people, as I said, loading up to go play golf, and a little girl walking her dog, and another mom with her 2 kids, and she was worried about me filming them. She was protecting her children. I think that to me is just not a sad statement on our days that we live in, that we have to feel like that we have to feel like that we have to live in the fear that walking in a neighborhood or we have a nature trail here, that something's going to happen to your children, and that you just can't put a picture of your children on the YouTube because you're worried about protecting your children. That's just, I guess, the water in which we swim, huh? Well, anyway, I'm back at the house, back at the townhouse, my particular unit that I live in, my abode, however you want to say it. If you got a large vocabulary, you probably have large words for that. But anyway, all right, I'll see you next video.